Alright, welcome back guys. Sorry about the wait. I'm trying to figure out the till ID so that I can put the stream in the list so that more people could tune in and watch these great games, to be honest, because these games have been pretty good so far. TaeJa taking the first game very convincingly, Socke taking the second game. We're gonna head into the third game. We are on Cloud Kingdom, and both of these players, to be honest, they've been doing nice moves in those series, but it seems like the one who can do a little bit more damage than his opponent early on in the game always takes it. Once someone had an advantage in the previous games, they never let it go. So TaeJa in the previous game, he failed to inflict any damage to Socke. Like literally, he attacked into the expansion, Socke used the photon overcharge, TaeJa dropped in the main. He did not kill a single probe after that. He was pretty much always behind. The Dark Templar drop basically put Socke even more ahead. So we're gonna see on this map how it goes. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the most balanced maps for Protoss versus Terran. You have lots of options, but solid standard macro style is definitely what most people choose to use on this map. And Medivac drops are not going to be the best, but they're not going to be bad either on this map. So we might see some of those out of TaeJa. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of MVP-ish build, but he hasn't chosen to wall off in this game. He's made the depot behind the mineral line in his main, followed it up with a barracks and a very quick refinery. So maybe something a little bit different here by TaeJa. Socke, for the first time in this series, is going to scout. He's sending out a probe. I believe it was the one that made his gate at 13. And no double gas in this game. He's going to throw it on the second pylon here. Well, I guess no double gas just yet. No second assimilator for Socke. Who's going to get a very good scout here on TaeJa. See exactly what he's up to. He's going to see the very quick gas. Cybernetics core going to go down, so no second gas just yet by Socke. Will he make his Zealot? Will he make a second gas? I guess only him can answer. I saw him select his gates. I think we might see a Zealot here shortly, maybe. Nope. Socke, what are you cooking for us? Actually, an extra chrono boost being used on the Nexus. Socke might go for a 1 gate expand here. I think the quick refinery might... Okay, he does start the Zealot, but very late. You see, when you start your Zealot this late, it's almost always going to be a cancel. So I think he's just gonna go for the very quick Nexus here and try to play a greedy style, I guess you could say, because these days the standard of Protoss versus Terran has really been the 2 gas into expand. When Reaper is out for TaeJa, behind this he's gonna go for a reactor, and he does throw down the second command center. The Reaper able to get rid of that one probe, and Socke is gonna start the mothership core just right behind his expansion. He started warp gate already. He does not have the gas to start a stalker just yet. His next 50 gas should be for that. And the Reaper did see the mothership core is going to be pulling back for the moment. He does see the quick nexus. So TaeJa is actually going to make a very quick bunker here. He was a little bit afraid of a Zealot rushing him maybe. And a factory is going to follow this up. So pretty standard so far by both players. The Reaper might get one of the probes. Oh, almost getting surrounded by those probes. He's gonna go for the probe and he's gonna get it. Well done by TaeJa here. The Reaper on 2 kills, 2 probe kills so far in this game. As the mothership core just gonna keep on flying around, be ready to defend a little bit better than previously maybe. And a robo does go down for Socke for the moment. Stalker finally out on the field, going to be able to deny this Reaper from doing any more scouting or harassing. And Starport does go down for TaeJa, so again, very standard here. We should see mines being made shortly, and maybe some early game or early to mid game, I guess we could say aggression, just like he did on Akilon Waste, but he's gonna have to do more damage this time if he wants to be able to take a lead. Socke hasn't actually added any extra gates just yet, so remember on Akilon he threw down a forge and then 2 extra gates later, but this time he's just going to throw down 2 extra gates pretty early on. An observer should be made immediately as the robo finishes. He's going to chrono boost it. He wants to get a good scout on his opponent. when you go for this build, you don't make a sentry early on. So you see his sentry will not have the energy to send any hallucination to scout his opponent. So he's just going to make a very quick observer, then a second one, and try to scout as much as he can with those. TaeJa3 Reaper is like the YOLO Reaper. Is going to go into the base of Socke. Going to try to take one probe before going down, as he did know that it was going to go down for sure. He does get the one probe, and TaeJa is going to start moving across the map before his medivac is even out again. He's going to make add-ons again, I think. And this time he gets a pretty quick eBay as well. And 2 more barracks being added on here by TaeJa. The observer is going to reach... Oh, I think he's barely going to see those marines. Yes, he's going to start pulling back. That's very fortunate here for Socke. If you hadn't seen that, he could have been caught off guard. But now he's definitely going to be ready. He has a Stalker and a Sentry by his expansion. 2 Stalkers, 1 Zealot in the main. An Observer in each base. And an Observer outside of his base. So, I mean, Socke is pretty well informed right now. And he has pretty good detection on every single base. Photon Overcharge going to be used. Target, fire on the Medivac. Oh, the Medivac almost falling to the Stalkers in the main. Nice move by Socke here. And I think TaeJa is not going to be able to draw because of that. That Medivac having taken so much damage by Socke Stalkers. It will be too risky to try to drop it anywhere. If it fails and dies without dropping anything, TaeJa will fall really far behind. So for the moment, he's just going to pull back, keep those units loaded up inside of the Medivac. TaeJa is on 13.9 SCV to 39 probes, so he's doing quite alright. And Socke is going to be supply blocked here on 60 out of 60 for a moment, which is never good. Forge and a Robo-Bay were added on by Socke, who does scout with the hallucination, so he saw the 2 barracks. Well, I guess he can guess that this was a barracks as well. He knows he's facing bioplay from there. He can decide exactly what he goes for. And yeah, I see somebody talking about the stream on TL. I did mention like many times to the people organizing this, because I wasn't the one who made the TL account for this stream, so I'm trying to get it right now. As soon as I have it, I will get it listed on Team Liquid. But so far, I haven't been able to. Yeah, trying to recover it, I guess. TaeJa right now, just making his standard bio. I guess he went home and repaired the 1 Medivac, because he's back with full hit points. He might try to drop in the main. Socke has observers everywhere, so he's going to be able to see this 1 Medivac headed his way. But TaeJa did see a couple of those units ready for him, basically. So he's just going to pull back for the moment. He's adding on extra barracks, a second eBay, as well as an armory, so he's going to be able to really start upgrading a lot. Whereas Socke is already on 2 forges, so Socke is going to be ahead upgrade-wise. And Socke, he's made 1 Colossus, but just 1. He's not going to make a second one. He's not going to make Thermal Lance. He's going to go into very upgrade heavy play behind this. He might start charge. Oh, actually, TaeJa scanning. He does see the Robo-Bay. He sees the Robo, oh, producing something. Oh, he might have been able to see. I don't know if he was looking. He might have been able to see the Immortal come out here, which will be a big tell. If he saw that, he's going to stop making Vikings right now, because he's going to know there is only 1 Colossus without Thermal Lance, against which he does not really need to worry and make many Vikings. Socke going to try to claim the Watchtower here, but TaeJa might move to deny it. No, he chooses to go towards the 3rd base here, maybe try to get a cancel while he's going to take his own 3rd base. Yeah, he's going to be able to get a pretty easy cancel here. And Socke's moving in position here to maybe take a fight, but TaeJa, having already steamed, is just going to be pulling back for the moment, even boosting those Medivacs to make sure they're safe. 1-1 is about to finish, and Socke panicking and hitting the Guardian Shield button here. Wow, TaeJa is macroing pretty well this game, I have to say. He started 2-1 upgrades. He's going to start the ship plating, surprisingly enough. That's not the most important upgrade for those Vikings. You definitely should be getting attacked. Maybe a mistake here. Möbius reactor is on the way. We should see ghosts being made shortly here by TaeJa, and maybe a couple barracks being added on, like 2 or 3. Oh, TaeJa trying to get a snipe on some of those units here. He's going to be able to get maybe some of those Stalkers, as Socke does not have Blink just yet. He went for charge first, which is not even finished just yet. The Mothership Core full energy is going to be hanging out around the natural of Socke, ready to use a Photon Overcharge. Would he need to use one? And Storm is about to finish, so if Socke was to hit a big timing with a couple of Templars here, he could do some damage, but I mean, TaeJa is on top of this game. I mean, he's getting a couple ghosts already. We have 2 ghosts on the way. He already has Möbius Reactor, so they're gonna have the energy to EMP immediately. And he has such a great map control right now. He's moving across the map. He's not committing to any fights. He's basically faking that he might fight real soon, where his real intention is not really to fight, unless Socke moves into an unfavorable position for him, in which case TaeJa might take the fight and basically just crush Socke. For the moment, well, actually, very ambitious Widow Mine here. For the moment, we have TaeJa in complete control of this map. Socke, he has observers everywhere, but TaeJa, he's the one standing in front of his base. I like it. Look, Socke, observer here, observer here. He has observers everywhere. He might move in for a fight. TaeJa actually is teaming everything here. Socke is going to move back up the ramp. If TaeJa follows him, he might get force fielded here. Oh, Socke chooses not to force field. We just have a couple Hellbats that might have been picked off, picked up by those medivacs. Was Socke to force field, so he just pulled back. And Socke's 2-2 is going to finish very shortly here. TaeJa is already 2-1. How does he do it? He's upgraded so fast. And Socke is going to resume Colossus production. He's going to start the thermal lens. He never lost his initial Colossus, so he's going to find himself on 2 Colossus so far. A third one on the way. And yeah, with 2-2 about to finish, we might see a big timing here with maybe 3 Colossus, a couple of Templars. Or Socke can start 3-3, expand again and go for more Colossus and more Templars. Why not? But considering he's just proxied a pylon here, I'm thinking he might want to get on the aggressive side of things here. And nicely placed Marine was able to kill the probe. Oh, I think both players want to fight. But TaeJa is going to be the one taking the fight to Socke first. Nice snipe on one of these ghosts. TaeJa has to be very careful here. He has no personal clocking. He's going to EMP this entire army as Socke moves down. Socke moves back up the ramp here. He needs a photon overcharge. He needs a time warp. Where is the mothership core? TaeJa engaging into Socke right now. Huge storm onto this Terran Bioforce. But I mean, with only 1 Viking, those Colossus are going to be dying very slowly here. And Socke might end up holding this. Look at those Immortals. They only lost their shields. Nothing more. The thing is, TaeJa started a force base and he's going to be producing units so quickly now. Whereas Socke, he lost his important units here. He lost his Templars. He lost 2 of his Colossus. And I guess, well, his 3-3 is not much faster than TaeJa's. TaeJa's 3 attack upgrade is actually 20 seconds ahead of the 3 attack and defense. Well, what is landing a barracks in the middle of the map? What is he doing? He wants to make ghosts near the fight or something, or like stand behind this barrack and say like, if you cross this, I'm gonna crush you. This is just so weird by TaeJa that he would land a barracks. This might have been an accident. He might have sent a barracks in the middle of the map and then realized it and be like, oh well, it will take too long to send back home. I'm just gonna produce units out of it. So he's gonna make a Marauder out of it, not even a ghost. And Socke, he wants to take a force, but I think TaeJa is going to want to look to maybe deny that possibility. Oh, getting engaged here. TaeJa has to be careful. He's so short on Vikings. He has only 2 Vikings. He has 3 on the field, but only 2 here in the middle of the map. And Socke is going to move back for the moment. Not sure why. 3-3 about to finish. Dark Shrine on the way. Socke wants to send some Dark Templars at the bases of his opponent. TaeJa 184 supply, 120 army supply against 95. He's going to move in on there, get a good snipe on one of those Templars, and he's going to get a cancel on the force base of Socke while getting his own force base. Not many Vikings, but TaeJa steams and gets in there. Only 3 Colossus for Socke, but those units are going to be tanking. Zealots and Archons falling very rapidly here. Immortals are going to be tanking for some time, and Socke is not doing too bad, to be honest, in this fight so far. With all of the 3 Colossus still alive, TaeJa traded not too poorly either. I mean, he's lost a couple of ghosts, but he's still got 3. Having this force base, if you just take a 5th now and keeps on preventing Socke from taking a 4th, TaeJa is going to be looking to maybe secure this game. Second starport was added on by TaeJa, so 3 Vikings coming out at a time. And I like this. He's getting Hellbats as well to really help tank against this, I guess, huge force of Zealots and Archons every time off Socke. Dark Templar is being very ambitious here, trying to move around, but we have a planetary fortress in position. TaeJa is running his units a little bit here. He had to pull back with his army. Socke finally seeing the proxy barracks here, sniping off the tech lab, saying to TaeJa, you cannot proxy ghost me in this game. And wait, TaeJa saw the Nexus. One Dark Templar in the 3rd base of TaeJa, actually doing quite some damage. Already getting 6 kills. He's gonna snipe a turret and maybe a couple more CVs. TaeJa needs to scan. He's gonna scan. In the meantime, TaeJa gets the snipe on that fourth base of Socke. I'm guessing we had to cancel. Socke, he's 3-3, so I think with him being almost maxed, he's gonna try to fight very soon and end this game, whether he wins or loses. He's not even trying to retake a 4, so I think taking... Okay, I was gonna say he should take this one, and now I see that that's exactly what he's doing at the moment. Couple of Zealots are being sent out in the third base of TaeJa. This is not the planetary fortress, it will need units to help defend. And TaeJa, he's 3-3 on ground. He has a... Well, he's going for even more ship plating. Level 2, that's a bit surprising. I guess he really wants his Vikings to not die too quick against the Stalkers, but Socke, 184 supply. TaeJa is about ready to fight. I mean, he's virtually maxed. He's gonna move in on there, try to get a couple of good EMPs. He still does not have personal cloaking. Oh, he does have personal cloaking. So he definitely needs to start using it. One more Zealot and one more Dark Templar are going to be sent in the third base of TaeJa here. And I think TaeJa should be attacking very soon here. Maybe try and finish this game. He's on 141 army supply. Socke, do you really want to be killing SCVs right now? When your opponent has a lot of bank and can just make army instead and maybe kill you in a minute? I think that might not be so wise. TaeJa, he's looking to maybe take a big engagement here and finish this game. Moving across the map right now. He's being very hesitant as to what to do. He does not have those watchtowers. I guess he has no observers, so he needs to scan every single time. He does not have all that much energy saved up. I think he has about 2 scan right now, so he's gonna take the watchtower. And he does scan and see where Socke's army is. He needs to regroup. He's gonna have to be careful. He's not gonna be able to storms. Huge first storm, hitting a lot of these bioforms, but Socke is on the retreat right now. Oh my god, this army has been damaged so much. If Socke waits until this steam pack expires and then engages Storm once or twice more, he might be able to do very well, but he has only 4 Colossus, but those Vikings are going to start taking them down very quickly here. Zealots were on the wrong side of the fight, and they are not going to be able to protect those Colossus, which are going to fall very rapidly. TaeJa with the great spread and Micro in this huge fight here. Socke manually sniping all of those Vikings, but I mean, you have no Colossus, bro. It's not gonna change anything in this fight. You need to try and take down this Bioforce, but TaeJa just has so much. He's seen many times, so all of these units are red, but not enough damage output for Socke to really get rid of this army without losing a lot more. Socke does have a fourth base, so he still has a chance. And actually, TaeJa is falling very low in supply. 98 supply against 83. Socke right now chasing chasing TaeJa. Colossus is actually gonna find himself in the middle of a couple ghosts here. Those really want to take it down, but oh, nice scan, sniping the observer. So those ghosts are not going to be revealed. And nice turtle step here by those ghosts, barely getting the Colossus of Socke. TaeJa on 90 army supply, overall supply, against the 84 of Socke. Socke, he killed a lot of SCVs, I think. He killed 23 SCVs. I focused on TaeJa's view because I thought it was really interesting to see exactly what he sees just before engaging. And well, the Zealots are going to die, but Socke, he's damaged the economy of his opponent quite much. And TaeJa was supposed to win the big fight, I guess, a lot more heavily than he did now. Now they really traded pretty evenly. So TaeJa is going to find himself on 77 army supply to the 44 of Socke. The thing is, we don't have all that many ghosts, and they don't have all that much energy. We have about, oh, nice feedback and snipes onto those ghosts. We have only 1 EMP left, and we have 4 Archons and a couple of Zealots engaging into this Bioforce, but I mean, if TaeJa just 30 steps here, he should be able to take down all of these units. Dark Templar being used now. Nice scan by TaeJa being used immediately. No Colossus. Socke needs Colossus. He has one on the way, but it's still being made out of the Robo here, and TaeJa wants to finish this game. He's going to rally all of his units onto this fourth base of Socke. He keeps on fighting. The army supply 76 to 22. I think TaeJa has done it, and he's going to win the first series of this tournament here against Socke. Socke is going to evacuate now, but I mean, 55 army supply to 117. Ambitious Colossus goes to fight against the army of TaeJa, and he's going to fall immediately. GG calls Socke, and TaeJa with the 2-1 victory over the German player.